a dance mom, and I say that as a woman that loves to help, you know, my girls in their dance careers, have I ever been able to capture a photo like this? That's Deirdre, that is our lead, beautiful Nicole, and there is stunning Elizabeth in dress rehearsal for the Nutcracker as lead and Demi Chinese leads. Elizabeth, Nicole, Deirdre. Never in a million years have I ever imagined that I would be able to capture that shot. And what I've done for you before I even go into the Today's Special Value is something I've never done before. I actually have my phone with me because I would like you to see what it looked like when I took a picture of the stage on my phone, okay? That's what it looked like on my phone. Same seat, didn't move, took the Canon, that's what I got. So it's not just this is a great camera, it's not just this is our #1 camera, it's not just this is a great gift. It's the fact that this camera will capture memories that no other camera can. And I'm just sad that 11 years of watching my daughters in Nutcracker dress rehearsals have gone by, and this is the first time I've been able to get a photo like that, or a photo like this, that when Paige Volovich showed it to me last night, I literally cried. Like, I tear up when I look at this. It's just, it's amazing. It was her first role ever on point, and this is what we will be able to remember forever, and she's very happy with her turnout, so I just thought I'd share that to you there. There's my D. If you're watching D, this is a beautiful photo. And it's thanks to this Today's Special Value camera that is very close to my heart. And I didn't think that after spending lots of time with it when it was a value of the day a couple weeks ago that I'd ever have anything really dramatic and new to talk about, but I do. Because it's not just a great camera, it's a camera that does something that no other camera can. And it's from Canon Rebel, our best-selling and most popular camera at QVC. So you're getting both lenses. You're getting the traditional lens, that's 18 to 55 millimeter, and what I used was the 75 to 300 millimeter lens, and Paige will tell you how that's even an upgrade perhaps over what you used before. You get all the software that you need to be able to not only put this onto your computer, but to manipulate your photos. You get a $50 voucher that you can use to make gifts. You get the camera bag, you get the charger, you get a really, really, really big SD card. This is still our best value. This is the lowest price Canon Rebel T5 ever, certainly our lowest ever as a Today's Special Value. And if you got just the camera, it would be $449, but then we add the lens, which everybody needs, the zoom lens. You get the camera bag. You can also start shooting right away with the 32 gigabyte SD card. Add in that the software bundle with the voucher, you're gonna come up with a price of $1,000. But for 400 of you, or 4,000 of you, I should say, who are shopping right now, this is our Today's Special Value. Paige, get in here, girl, because I have to give you a hug. First of all, I love working with you. And, you know, I have my cat, Kiki, not that I don't still love you, I do. Right. And, you know, I have the pictures of the cows and everything else, and I always knew that in my hands, even though I'm a total beginner and have never done anything like this before, that this camera was a camera that could capture amazing moments. But I don't know if you've ever tried to shoot ballet, and I did this on your sports mode. It is one of the hardest things to capture. Look at the unison, look at the lighting, and you saw my phone. Right. What was I gonna do with that? Now this is something I can hang on my wall. I know that Lizzie and Nicole's mom and me, Deirdre's mom, are just so proud of the shot.
Oh, you should be. And you know, I love this picture for so many reasons. First of all, isn't it feel like you giving a gift to your daughter?
Yes.
That memory for a lifetime, because she is in the moment. She's not experiencing and seeing it like you and I are.
Right.
In its art and it's all of its glory. But this picture really summarizes everything that's right about this camera and why it's been so wildly successful. Right here, it's fast action. Otherwise, your cell phone showed us right there, you wouldn't have been able to capture it. Digic 4 processor dramatically speeds up that camera's operation. Sensor, and most times when we take pictures at recitals, at pageants, you have to have the lights off, right? And the camera can compensate for very low lighting situations. Your cell phone, it couldn't compensate.
No.
You just saw a burst of red light.
Mush.
You did mush. No detail. I love that you see every detail of their gowns and the background. You can see them
reflected. Yes. Look at that. You can see their dresses reflected. There's Deirdre's point shoot. There's the reflection. There's her dress in the Marley floor. That is an unbelievable shot that I took. Hello.
Right.
So, I mean, look at how Deirdre's sleeves are flying in her dress. Look at how her headpiece is flying. That's what this camera can do. And so when I presented it with you, and I love to do it, and I was so psyched about our price a couple weeks ago, I knew it was a great camera, but I didn't realize that it was going to capture moments that I had missed over the last 11 years of going to these events. And I don't want you at home to miss any moments that this Canon can capture.
Well,
That's how I feel about it.
I love that, because until you start printing the pictures, Jane, do you really realize this camera in its glory? We talk about resolution, we talk about detail. This is the 18 megapixel CMOS sensor that's really designed to capture every crisp detail, natural color reproduction. Your cell phone blew out that red, and how Jane was able to capture that. We talk about sports mode all the time here. You can see I'm just turning my dial right here, and there is sports mode. This is rapid fire. This is 3 frames per second. This is how you're able to capture that fast action.
And it was so easy. I mean, I am not an expert. Let me tell you another thing. I didn't even have a tripod.
Right.
I said, you know, probably for future shots, I might even do that. But this is what size?
This is actually 2 feet by 3 feet.
So not only did you see on my cell phone what the stage would have looked like, but I cropped this because I didn't have permission from all of the dancers' moms to be able to show them on television. And so this is a shot of her about to take the stage. I can't even say it. It's just like, it gets me because it's just, it's that moment that I could never capture if it wasn't for a Canon. Look at you and
I know.
tissues.
Where's the box of Kleenex, right? Because that's what, it's not just a picture.
No.
It's the story. It's her legacy. It's the legacy.
Right.
It's that partnership that you have together. And what I love is so often when you look back at a picture, you see details that you didn't see originally.
Yeah, right.
You didn't see her, I'm sorry, I don't know the proper
Turnout.
the turnout, her turnout, you know, the precision in her movements, all of that you get to play back and relive again and again and again. And these are the pictures that you will hang on your wall, I'm certain.
That's the moment. That was her first moment on stage on point. That's what she'll remember when she's a grandmother. And guess what? No other camera could have done it. And I'm not good. Like, that's just it. I'm not an expert. Here I was, zoomed in, sports mode, boom, 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 boom. That's what I did. And that's why I'd love you to buy this as a gift, because Paige and I are back tonight with a camera that has sold out time and time and time again. And yes, I took video on it too, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. Thank you. So this is a camera that can capture so much so easily, but you will have it in your hands before Christmas. Now, I charge it up when I get it home, Paige, is that true?
Yes, you do. Actually, it'll work for a few shots, but what you want to do, it's a rechargeable battery. That's our finest, between 500 and 700 pictures it'll take right out of the gate. But you charge your battery, you put your memory card in, and you put on the lens. We're going to show you just how easy that is. You do those 3 things. You can do them all under a minute, Jane, and you can start shooting in auto for Christmas. I encourage a lot of people, if you're giving it for Christmas, you might want to take the battery up, charge it, and start capturing those moments right on Christmas morning.
You don't have to wait. And thanks to the 32 gig SD card, you're ready to go right away. Okay, so we have 3,800 left. We had 6 colors of bags at midnight. We have the black, but that tends to be the one that everybody wants to give as a gift, which is great for guys and for girls.
Right.
And we have Deborah on the line, and I will just tell you, Deborah, if you're getting this for the first time, our lowest price on the Canon Rebel T5, I can tell you you're gonna love it. Welcome to QVC. What are you picking up tonight? Our value of the day?
Yes, I am. In fact, I've been a Canon user since my first one I bought in 1978.
Wow.
Terrific.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the second one that I bought, my husband dropped and broke on me.
Oh.
So we hadn't had a real good camera in years, and when I saw this special value on it and everything that it does, it was like, it's a no-brainer.
Oh, it really is, Deborah. And you know, I'm excited to tell you, do you still have any of those lenses from your original Canon camera?
Yes, I do.
That's fantastic news, because it's most likely that those lenses are actually compatible with this camera body. So if it's an EF or EFS lens, Canon's really designed their whole system so that you can grow with it. It's backwards and forwards compatible. So I'm pretty sure it'll be compatible, so you may want to check that out when you get it home.
I will. In fact, I believe mine are about the same ones, a 75 and a 75 by 300 millimeter. And I remember buying that one, and it was like $300 for that lens alone.
Yes,
back in the day.
And now it's so brilliant now. This camera is so smart. and reads everything so beautifully, Deborah. I mean, you saw what I could do as a sheer amateur under really difficult conditions. Imagine the photos that you're going to get.
Oh, I'm going to love it.
Oh, and it'll be there by Christmas, Deborah. That's the best part.
Yes, and I'll have it all ready, charged for Christmas morning when my grandchildren come over.
Oh,
Yay.
that'll be great. Well, if you're on Facebook, post those pictures. We love seeing them. Merry Christmas. The camera's going to be there.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too, and Happy New Year.
Thanks.
Bye,
You
Deborah.
too. Bye-bye. Let's see some more photos. I've got
Yes,
some more
indeed.
staying back here because I want to remind you too, we have 6 easy payments, which means you break this up on 6 monthly payments.
Yes.
We have free shipping and handling. You can return it to the end of January and you will receive this before. Look, the big guy's even there to tell us before December 25th.
We brought out the big guns, and you know, if you're questioning if this camera is fast, you know it's fast. How do you get 10 children to smile and stay still at the same time? Well, I guess you bring out Santa Claus. That'll do it. They'll be on their best behavior, but this is that rapid fire. I use sports mode. I know Jane enjoyed sports mode when taking her pictures, but you can also use it on children when they're staying still, dogs, animals. This is all seasons, all the reasons. This is a dragonfly. This is one of my proudest moments. I wish I could say it was a very tricky picture to take, and I used all the manipulations and different settings, but this is auto, and I talk about auto in its finest. You can see all the little hairs all over his arms, his legs, perhaps his eyelashes, I'm not sure. And there's even a little chunk taking out of his wings. So we talk about that resolution in detail. We talk about the details that you've missed. Not anymore.
Yeah, no more moments missed. Babies, pets. Look at this. I mean, how many of us try to take a picture of our Christmas lights and it turns out terrible? Look at that photo.
Love this photo. This is one of my favorite houses at Christmas time. They really go all out with the lights, but every year I take it with my cell phone. I was determined this year, and I had it in the low lighting situation, but guess what? Your camera, it's so smart. This is not just like any ordinary auto. They call this Scene Intelligent Auto. Why? Because it knows if it's nighttime, daytime, moving objects, and they know how to create that fabulous picture with the skin reproduction, and it's consistent. You can see the sharpness throughout the entire picture. It's not just the center, and you have that 9-point autofocus to thank for that.
And you have QVC to thank for the lowest price we're doing. This year, it's our best value on the Canon Rebel T5. This is it. We've never had a better price for you. We brought this back. We have sold so many of these since we introduced this camera as a value of the day. And right now, we are down to fewer, well, at last count, 3,600 that we have no advance order. Can't get it again by tomorrow. There are only 3,600 people across the country. And I think how many even today, the number is mind-boggling, and 5 of the camera bags have sold out in different colors. The black is always the best gift, but you'll have it in time for Christmas. And you know, if you're saying, but what is it going to do? This is not only me from the back of the auditorium. I cropped this because once again, I needed to focus just so I didn't have any other child that I didn't know whether they were allowed to be shown or not.
Yes.
Look at the size of these photos. Look at that. She's, you know, her arm is not quite all the way up as she's starting to foray across the stage. Still captured that moment, captured that joy. And this one, when I saw it, is my favorite, you know, in front of the Christmas tree. These are from the back of the auditorium and they're cropped. So this is, again, a moment that would never exist if it weren't for the camera.
Yes, I mean, and that's another way that this camera really shines, because with 18 megapixel, you can take a portion of the picture, you can crop and blow up. So that's why 18 megapixel CMOS sensor is so important.
Right. Now, let's take a look at some more of these photos, because
Yes.
that's what it's all about. And as we flip through the photos, let's also bring Nancy into the conversation.
wonderful.
Hi, Nancy. You're one of the lucky ones because we're starting to get limited. What do you think of our Canon Today's special value?
This is the Christmas present that I've wanted for a long time.
Oh, well, let us be your elves and say, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, Nancy.
I talked to my husband this morning about this because this is actually more than I expected at this price.
Really? Now tell us
Much
why.
more. Because of the additional lenses, the ease of the back of the camera. I was very impressed how easy it looked to use, that I don't have to read the whole manual just to figure out how to take a picture.
No, you don't. You really don't. Nancy, I borrowed this. I don't own one, but of course it's on my wish list, hoping that it is under the tree this week, because although we'll get it in time for Christmas if anybody's watching, but I call it A, Easy A. It's an easy A+, because you put it on that green, and guess what? You're just ready to take the picture. And then when our dear Paige said, Jane, use the sport mode, it tells you what mode it's in, and then you can actually see the screen. You don't just have to look through there. It's a big, beautiful screen, so if you push that little button, then you get to see the screen display, and it's gorgeous. And then how about 1080p video all in the same camera?
That's amazing. And I actually saw this special this morning, and so I went out to compare shop, and nothing came close. Nothing.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. And we're still getting the $50 voucher, right?
Yes, indeed.
To Printer Pick. So you're even going to be able to take one of those gorgeous pictures that you've captured with the Canon, and then you could do, you know, a calendar or a canvas, or, you know, whatever. You could do a cell phone cover. I mean, this just, when you get it home, you'll realize you're getting even more. But Nancy, I'm glad you did the comparison shopping, and I'm so glad you came back for our lowest price Canon Rebel T5 we've seen this year.
Now, I did go ahead and I purchased the additional coverage because you never know what's going to happen.
Right, right.
Yes.
And that's fine, you know, and that's why we offer that. If you'd like it, you can go ahead and get it. But wow, are you going to be able to capture amazing moments, Nancy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Should we walk over to our big board?
Yes,
which
let's
I
go.
love. And when we do that, I just have to remind everybody that 19,000 plus have been ordered today. We had 6 different choices of bags at midnight. Now we're down to 1. And what we have left, and this is it, there's no advance order, we can't do this again, is that 3,500 are remaining. And a lot of you come in at the end of the presentation. So we only have 3,500 left. It is a game changer, you guys. If you've always wanted it, I can't tell you how many moms, Nicole's mom was like, I think I want that camera. Like, this is going to change the moments that you capture, and this is why.
And here's the very reason why Jane was able to capture that gorgeous shot of her daughter. This is one of her fastest cameras. This is 3 frames per second, continuous sequential shooting. Why is that important? Well, sure, the camera just took 10 pictures, but what if this is the shot? Or what if this is the shot you want to keep? You can decide as the story unfolds in front of you. I know so often you almost got that shot. We all have that box of old disappointing pictures, but because they were kind of good and it's the only memory you have of the event, we keep them. Now you're going to be using that delete button even less each time because those pictures are clearer and sharper than ever before. Easy automatic modes, we've taken the guesswork completely out. It's goof proof. This is that green button that we all love so much. I take 99% of those pictures in auto. When I'm not in auto, I'm taking high definition video. And we have 8 other pre-programmed modes built in. It's like having 9 auto modes built in. And as you get a little more adventurous, I would say, you can then venture out to the manual modes, but you can live in auto all day long.
I always say you start at A, and then you get a little adventurous like I did, and you go to some of these easy automatic modes. And then if you're a true expert and you want to manipulate anything, you can do that too. Like this is probably the last camera you'll ever buy. And how many $99 cameras did we buy and use for a year, and then we're disappointed, and then we buy another one, and then we're disappointed, and then we buy another one. Oh my, you saw my cell phone photo. Compared to that, this is what you need to capture your family's memories, and you'll be capturing Christmas morning 2014 in a couple days. You're going to guarantee it. You're getting it. No additional charge. The shipping and handling is free, so you'll be capturing those memories Christmas morning.
Yes, and another way you can capture those Christmas moments, high definition video camera. 1080p, we really stepped up the game here from 720p. 1080 is the best of the best. So this is high definition in its finest. We love that because you can compose your picture right here on the back of the LCD. It's 3 inches large. So you don't have to take the camcorder and the camera and to try all these other devices. We have 2 amazing devices that you actually just carry around in one fabulous Canon camera.
And you know, I'm just thinking that, and this is silly to say, but even if I only used it for these dance moments, it would be worth the price of admission for me. But you're going to use it for so much more. And this zoom lens that I use, that we're getting in this camera, this is even upgraded from some of the other lenses you've seen.
Oh, yes.
I know you've got a zoom photo that you've got to share with everybody. And if you guys haven't seen this yet, you got to come in from the other room. But remember, We only see this at this price to the end of the day. This is the second to last presentation, maybe. We have to see where the chips fall when we get to the end of this. We've had over 19,000 ordered today. Everything is sold out. The black bag is still available. We have about 3,500 for you. 3,400 now. We can ship out to you. There's no advance order. So if you want to capture those amazing memories on Christmas morning, and our last lovely caller already did the homework for you. She went out all day today. They're calling it Super Saturday. People are all over the place. I was driving in from Philadelphia because Deirdre danced again with her 2 other friends at a special Nutcrackers tea. And the thing is, I avoided where the mall was because the backup trying to get to the mall. Our last caller just did the comparison pricing for you. She said you can't touch this, but let's talk about the zoom.
Yes.
I captured this with my zoom. Wait till you see what Paige captured with her zoom.
Well, with my zoom, I was leaving here one day from work and something flew by me. And I thought maybe it was a bird, but to my surprise, when I actually zoomed in, and I was so proud of this moment because we have this new ultrasonic motor lens that's designed to be faster and quieter. Here's why you want quiet. If you're at the pageant, or even if you're outside trying to capture nature, or even children, you want to capture it in that candid moment. Here's the before, wide angle.
Paige didn't move. I can't even find the bird.
I really have to look.
Somewhere.
He's in this region, but I really, really have to look very closely to find him every single time. But he's there. And as you zoom in,
and
telephoto, you're seeing details you never saw before, not even with your naked eye.
Our camera can't even quite find him. He's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait, there he is. Is that him over there? I know.
I have to turn the picture up again.
I think he's right there.
Yeah.
There he is. He's right there because he blends in. So that's him. That's the bird.
There he is.
Okay. Paige did not move a muscle. Guys, show the next photo. By using the telephoto, this is what she captured. That's amazing. Like, yes, I'm gorgeous. Thank you very much. That's the picture. And so you talked about quiet.
Yeah.
I didn't bug anybody sitting next to me with this crazy sounding lens when I was shooting this at dress rehearsal. You're not going to have the baby say, oh, like you've got some great chubby baby photos. The baby's not going to stop what they're doing because suddenly you're right on top of them with the camera. And so the optics and everything are so incredible. You see that in the pictures that we're showing you. But most of all, it's easy and our price rocks. And you will get this to take pictures like you see down below. Those will be your photos next Christmas. If you struggle to find a great photo for a Christmas card this year, if you struggle to find that great picture for the December calendar, guess what? Next year, no struggling because you're going to have this photo and look at these pictures. I mean, that's what your pictures are going to look like.
Well, you're going to have a tough time next year deciding.
Because
you're going to have pictures
what am
from
I gonna
every
do?
season. What are you going to do? It's not too late.
Like,
you
right.
could do a New Year's card, Jane.
Yeah, okay, Deirdre,
right?
what are we doing, love? Because, like, are we doing first act or second act? And again, look at the size of these. That's another thing. I mean, some cameras look okay, but look at the size of these photos and the difficulty of this. Because, like I said, okay, it's not just about great pictures. It's not just about great video. It's about the fact that this Canon, when you get it home at our best price, is going to give you photos that you were never, ever, ever able to capture before. Ever.
Well, I have a question. I know you used a telephoto lens.
Yes, I did.
Did you find that hard to switch out?
Oh my gosh, no, not at all. Not
because
at all.
that's something I can do without even looking, Jane, at this point. I can switch it, but I know you did it with ease.
And I did it in a darkened auditorium too. And I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
I just saw these Christmas lights and I thought,
that great?
oh my goodness, look at that.
This is one of my favorite houses, not even my house, but I'd love to take this picture every year. Every year I miss the shot. And I feel like it has that artistic flair, but I love how the camera now transforms just ordinary Christmas lights outdoors to now this creative slant to it that's detailed, gorgeous, vibrant, and sharp.
So if you want this camera to do this and that and so much more, here is our scoop. We've had well over 19,000 ordered today. 19,800. Here's what we have left, and this is it. We don't have any advance order. We have 3,200 left, and that's it. We have our best easy pay. 6 easy payments. That means this camera is coming to you by spending, what, $66 and $83.32 a month. No shipping and handling. guaranteed to get it there so you can take pictures Christmas morning. Just charge that battery up the night before because it'll get there before December 25th. And like our last caller said, she went around and did all the comparison shopping. Right. You can't beat our value. It should be really basically twice as much. And at this time of year, don't do that. Spend half at our today's special value price for a camera that continues to surprise me. You know, I always think like, yeah, it's a great camera. And then I discover another thing and another thing. She, he, everybody will love it. And it's yours with free shipping and handling, saving you $14. Also remember, you will get it by Christmas. You can return it to the end of January. And Elizabeth is on the line. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome to QVC. How are you?
Hi, ladies. Doing great. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, too. Do you love this today's special value?
I saw this and I had to jump on it immediately. I'm so excited.
Oh, good. Now, why are you so excited? Tell me.
Because I have two kids, a 10 and 11-year-old. Hi, Jack and Grace, if you're watching.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Grace.
And I regret not having a camera like this when they were babies because this is perfect. You want to capture those special moments, and this is just the perfect camera to do it. So, yeah, I had to seize this moment and get the camera.
And you know what, Elizabeth, I've never done this before. I've never brought my cell phone on the air to show this to you, but like this just blew me away, and I think it even, you know, kind of blew Paige away a little. This is what I got with my cell phone, okay? And that is what I got with my camera. Now, obviously, it's two different scenes, but this, what would I do with it? Nothing. I'd trash can it eventually. And this is something that can go on the wall and we'd be very proud of. So I love the fact that you realize that, like, it's never too late. I'm going to capture all these memories going forward and do it with the Canon. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. It'll capture all those great sports moments.
Yes.
It's still not too late for anyone out there. Even if your kids are older, just do it. This is just the perfect opportunity, and it's just not too late. Get it while your kids are still kids.
I love that. And you know what? My dad used to say, God rest him, you'll always be my kid. So it's never too late. You're right, Elizabeth. Merry, Merry Christmas. You'll be capturing their faces on Christmas morning with this camera. So enjoy.
Thank you, ladies. Merry Christmas to both of you.
Merry Christmas to you, too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love Elizabeth's statement. It's never too late. No matter what your age. Maybe you're, you know, retired and you say, I'm in my 70s. And yes, this is, and also to give this to an 18-year-old whose whole life is now on their phone and they're never taking real photos. This is a life hobby that they will love and enjoy. I can't say enough about this camera. And I never thought I'd be this passionate about it because it kind of used to scare me a little bit. But Paige, it's more than a camera. It is a memory maker.
It's a memory maker, and I always ask people, you know, what is the legacy that you want to leave these guys? You know, it's that heritage, it's the lifetime of memories that they want to see their life growing up. They want to see their family members, their moms, their dads, their cousins, their aunts, their uncles, their whole life in front of them. You can't use that on your cell phone.
No, you can't. You saw that difference with mine. And I love this because we were just talking to Elizabeth and she said, you know, her kids are now a little bit more grown up, but look, you know, you still have the light in your eyes when you see Santa Claus. You know, you don't have to be a little tiny baby, and you can be like me and never, ever, ever had any kind of a camera with a lens. I never did. I never owned anything like this. That A, makes it easy. I took Paige's advice. The sports mode makes it amazing. And how many times can you take a camera and blow it up to these huge sizes and have the pictures look so crisp and clear? You will now get photos that with other cameras you were always missing. And life is too precious for that.
It's too precious, and although we have a lot of that professional technology built in, it's all about ease of use. What I love, you took that amazing masterpiece, but then you got to sit there and enjoy the rehearsal, didn't you? You weren't looking at a manual and you're not worried. You were a part of the moment and you captured it as well.
And I trusted the camera. Like I just put it on sport mode, click, 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 took all the pictures, kept watching. When the lights came up, when I got home, I think I emailed Paige immediately, like, wow, look at this. And then like, look at the size. I mean, even when we continue to blow this photo up and up and up, look at what happens. I mean, it's amazing in this size. Look at this size. Look at the background. Look at the lighting. Like, this is not easy. That's why I don't have any photos at all from any other dress rehearsal. I have some video that my husband shot, but I have no photos. Now I do, thanks to the Canon. And that's what will happen in your life. But I have a little story to tell you guys. We've had over 20,000 page ordered for the day. We have about, actually now fewer than 3,000 left. That's it. We're not going to be able to do another advance order. This is the last day before the Christmas holiday that you're going to see a Canon as a today's special value. Lots of you are jumping on the phone line right now. And remember, our value is incredible. This is the best value on a Canon T5 Rebel. It's our lowest price we've seen in any presentation, or definitely a today's special value presentation. That is saying a lot, and it is our #1 most popular camera here. You can do it, and yes, you can gift it, and with a credit card, break it up on those 6 easy payments, enjoy the free shipping and handling. That's almost $15 back in your pocket, and most importantly,